it's this guy from Is the Kingdom TV.
I was a bit late.
I know. I did it on purpose.
No. So yeah, we're gonna do a let's play on 999. Yeah.
How many nines you put in that?
I don't know. Using a PS3 controller.
Yeah, because we're sweaty like that for a DS game.
Rise also gonna be playing, but at a different pace, because he's
I'm ahead of you, swear down.
exactly a different pace.
True sense.
Dang. Since they don't have voice actors in this game, I'm gonna be reading them out. My most sexiest voice ever. This game is fiction. All names and characters and incidents are portrayed in this production are fictitious. What are you doing?
Playing.
Are you sure you're not with your dick? Are you sure you're not playing with your dick?
No. Yes.
Oh, press X.
No, wait. Are you sure you're not?
Yeah, are you sure you're not?
Yes, I am. I'm sure I'm not. Kira, that traitor.
I know, right? Yeah, Kira's not in our gang anymore.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Is he even here?
Nah.
Who knows if he's with us anymore? He just left.
I know.
I didn't even have the right to leave.
So an explosion.
You're supposed to have a ton of corpse party videos put up, but Akira messed up our.
Oh, messed up. Rise laptop.
Yeah.
Pulling out the plug.
Yeah.
A loud noise startled Junpei awake,
Right.
and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize. I don't know. As they as they adjusted to the lights. Oh my god. Yeah, as they adjusted to the lights, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow.
Oh flip! Who was that?
Me. With a crack, Junpei's head connected with something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at thin, empty air. You know why. His balance lost, and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on. Junpei tumbled down to the cold grey floor. I can't do that. Can you do that out goddamn it thing?
No.
You did it before.
No, I didn't. That was the next thing.
There you go, done it. Gah, what the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. The fall had shaken the lost cobwebs of his sleep from his mind, and finally understood where he'd fallen from. It was a bed. A 3-level bunk bed. Junpei had fallen apparently from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt, his entire body hurt. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead.
So much text, man.
I knew where he slammed against the low ceiling. He wondered if that bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely.
How are you gonna do that? You know how much text is in this game.
I'm willing to take the risk.
Morning corpse party, man.
At first, oh god, that's a lot actually. At first, he thought the tremor that ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening. But as he looked around, he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking. Was it an earthquake, he wondered? It didn't seem likely. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was, if not an earthquake. He tried to tell himself it was important. Junpei had rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. He muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in the face of the confusion of his circumstances, Junpei looked around the room once again. Minutes passed while Junpei was struggling to get his bearings. Then as suddenly as they had begun, the tremors ceased. A cold silence fell over the room. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking. He felt his stomach tighten. There were 1,000 things the sound could have been, but none of the things he could have thought of were good. But in an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. The 3-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin that they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was this number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written the number 5. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicion still utterly confused. Don't ruin anything for me. Junpei approached the door slowly. Standing at last, in front of the door, Junpei grabbed hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. It didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Nice mechanism. Next to the door was an old-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. Because it is a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out that the old-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. "Hey! Hello? Is anyone there? Open the door!" There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door and stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. Oh, hey, watch. On his left wrist was a bracelet of sorts he'd never seen before. In the center was a large LCD screen display. Same thing. It had nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. After all, it showed only a single number. 5. That's the same number as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange and new, and he wanted it off. Junpei flipped his hand over, as if to remove a watch, but the other side of the bracelet was solid, no buckle, no clasp, nothing. Lol. He sighed and flipped the thing back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps. He pushed them, but nothing happened. On the watch, there might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However, he ripped his own skin off. Damn. Ugh, it's no good. Damn, the thing won't come off. It still rang around from the face, across Junpei's wrist, and back into the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off at any time in the near future. What the hell is to do with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. So much was happening and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? What the hell happened to me? Damn. It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed in riveted brass like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait, am I in a ship? Junpei walked slowly toward the window. You could see nothing beyond it but thick, impenetrable darkness. Junpei squinted, trying to see something, anything. It was at that moment. Oh, it's cracking. What the? You gotta be kidding me. What the hell was going on here? Lol. Shh, it's sinking. A crack split the glass of the window, and for a moment Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? God damn it! Junpei yelled and spun around like a ballerina. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. Hey, anyone? Is anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something. There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. Damn, it was now ankle feet deep on the floor and rising quickly toward his knees. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly. Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room. Dun. Oh. The next motion. Seek a way out. Okay. Operation during escape. During escape, you can move to different parts of the room by touching the bottom screen. Since many areas require very exact selection, we recommend you use the stylus. Searching during an escape. During an escape, you can touch the background to search anywhere in the room. Areas you can investigate will be highlighted yellow the moment you touch them. Depending on the nature of the location you touch, you might find an item or a hint.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
I don't know. It just sounds better than normal talking. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. How to move. Touch the triangle icon on the bottom of the screen. Doing so will change the viewing angle of the room and move you to different locations. You can do the same thing by pressing left, right, or down on the D-pad or control pad. Bird's eye view. My days. If you want to know where you are, touch X on the camera icon on the bottom screen. This will show you where you are and what direction you're facing. My god. Saving during an escape. Pressing start will allow you to save. If you want to quit, we recommend pressing start. Purpose of the escape. The purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. How you do that depends on the room. You need to search through all throughout the room to discover what you'll need to do to get out. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Damn, that was finally. Anyway, I'll be ending the video there. Right, you gotta say something.
Meh. No, I'm just ahead of you. I'm investigating on it.
Huh.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next part, guys.